Welcome, guys, to the first episode of, well, not really episode, potential series here of a of a kind of like manga review. Now, I don't really see a lot of stuff like this. I've always wanted to do some sort of like music review type thing, or breakdown. Like, you know how people do they'll do like a breakdown of Call of Duty Black Ops. If you don't know, Noah J456, he did a recent breakdown of Rave in the Redwoods, something like that. I like to do something about like in music or one of these if this ever takes off very well. And I really enjoyed this book over here. I read it a while back. I think it was the beginning of December, and I read this book in like 2-3 days. It was really, really good. And here's the author's name. I'm gonna try and pronounce it. And sorry, I'm probably gonna butcher your name like crazy, but Reiji Suzumaru, I believe. Okay. Here's the author, and I talked to him. I told him that I was going to do a review, and here we are today. Props out to him, because this book's really, really good. Love it. And I kind of wanted to go over, it wasn't going to be a serious breakdown, because I'm not going to try and do any spoilers in here. I'm just going to be telling you broadly what the genre is, or trying to approach how it comes across as. And when I first found this book, I went to, I believe it was Books A Million, not Barnes & Noble. It was Books A Million, and I'm sorry about that. This was a one of the only books on the shelf of its like type. It was like, I think it was like hidden kind of too. Like, you know, when you go to the store and you're a little kid and you hide something like in between there, so you come back later and grab it. It was kind of like hidden like that, and I'm glad I found it. It was my first manga I've ever read. If I didn't mention that, the first paper manga I've ever read, other than digital, and I really enjoyed it. And I kind of like low-key people who are just starting out. I don't know why, but I like this book in that the way the author portrays his characters and how they pursue other characters, I guess you could say. I'm trying to be very broad and not nail down and give away any spoilers to the book, because it was a really good book. I'm just hoping this is a starter off for what he's potentially going to do with the entire series. I enjoyed it if that's what it is. If he's just going to end it there, and no offense to the author, it didn't have the, I guess, I don't know what the genre really is, because it's not like a, I don't know, it's not like a book, but it'd probably be somewhere under romance and fantasy, I believe. And I mean, here, I'll give you a little sneak peek at what page. His art style is pretty interesting, but here you go, here's one. Let's see. Try not to reveal any of the story. Yeah, that's his art style. I actually really liked his art style. It was nice. And one day, he did inspire me a little bit, and I did actually draw this character on the front page. I never finished it. I have another video in a folder somewhere for it, but his art style is nice. The way he portrays all his characters is very interesting. Never seen anything before. Different concept he's got here. He's got really good potential with the story. It's just that I didn't see a lot of romance in the story. And for a book called Love and Hell, Death Life, I feel it should. And like I was saying before, I don't know if it's the beginning or just something he was interested in doing. And like if I don't really have a rating, and it's kind of dorky for people who do that. And of course, I'm reading a manga. I'm a weeb. Just kidding. No offense to you guys out there. I apologize for the noise in the background. I got a bearded dragon, and he didn't eat his food. If you can hear that, I don't know if you can. But if I'd rate it, I rate it like a really good amount, like a 8 out of 10, and that was only because, maybe even 9, and that was only because I didn't see a lot of the romance between the two main characters in the story, or at least the two that I was focused on, which, you know. Other than that, best book ever. Props out to that guy. Go check him out. I'll show you a picture of his Twitter, because I texted him, or whatever, tweeted to him over Twitter that I'd be doing this. And I apologize for the lateness of the video. Like I said, I read it in the beginning of December and promised him around maybe right after I read the book, actually, because I still love the book so much. Second one's coming out soon too. I think it's January. I don't know. It's something. I'll actually put a picture of that up there too. Best book ever. Check this book out if you haven't read it. I mean, I told everyone about this book. Not that anyone read it, but I told them about the book. Made the effort. But if you like this review that I did, 8 out of 10. Freaking mangas, I don't know. Go buy this book.